Do you think the Cody Rhodes heel turn has already happened?
I think it has actually, and it's funny you mentioned that because I think it has subtly happened because you're starting to notice the booze. You're starting to know the way he like interacts with the fans. I mean, yeah, of course he still gives his shout out to people who are the special guests, whatever. Just handicapped kids or disabled kids, and like he does all that, but that's just because he's a good person. Like his heel turn has nothing to do with who he actually really is. It's just a character he plays. But I believe it's starting. I believe it's in the process. If it hasn't started already, it's in the process.
See, I think Cody's going to go down this route of just being. He's not going to change. I don't think Cody Rhodes is going to be like a full on, you stinky people kind of heel. He's
Yeah,
not going to
no,
be
no, no,
that
no.
kind of heel. I think Cody Rhodes is going to be the most delusional heel in the history of pro wrestling. Like it's that whole thing of like, you remember there was this quote from someone in AEW that, Cody Rhodes thinks he's Captain America, but he's actually Homelander, which everyone
Yeah,
like heard and was like, "Oh, that's totally true." Like it's so eerily true. Um and I think, look, the boos, why they're booing Cody, it's similar reason I think why either a lot of people boo either Triple H and John Cena, kind of like a little bit of a mix of that. People think that they book like he books himself to the top. People, even though he took himself out of the world title picture to begin his entire run in AEW, people
mm-hmm.
think that, oh, he doesn't put anyone over, even though he made Darby Allin, even
Yeah,
though he put over Brody Lee in a squash match, in his first match for the TNT title. So I mean, a lot of it I think is just kind of. I think there's a lot of people who are like tongue in cheek, like, okay, Cody's getting a little stale with his whole "my dad and the American night dream lives on in me, and I love America, and I don't care what people think. I love it." Like it's getting a little, yeah, you're getting a little hanky panky roads, but but also, I mean, Cody's just amazing in the ring, and that's
yeah.
undeniable, and I think that's like the reckoning some people have. But I think you're going to see him kind of do what I wanted Cena to do. Because I never wanted Cena to turn full heel. I just wanted him to be like, why are you booing me? Like just be like confused, just utterly delusional. Still do good things. Every now and then kind of do a little bit of a heelish thing because he's so delusional, and kind of hint to that, but never go full circle with it, being like, you stinky marks, man. Like, remember when Dean Ambrose, he like my man Dean Ambrose had like the handkerchief and
Oh
everything, and
yeah,
he's just like, hold up, wait, you smelly peep.
yeah. That was terrible.
Like, no, don't ever do that. But I want to see some sort of like something like that perennially, habitually hints to him being heel, but without him just like going all out.
What if he goes back to the when he was in ROH where he had the title ring? Like, what if he goes back to that type of Cody? Because I always loved that.
He's a heel. That was full on Dick Cody Rhodes, dude. That was when he was like he was too good for school. Like that was literally like the
Yeah,
biggest heel.
he was way too heel there. He was super heel there, but
Do you remember
that was my favorite one.
he showed up to Impact Wrestling for like a one off, right? We did one
Yep,
angle with Brandy and Impact, and his entire gimmick was I'm too good for TNA. Like that was
yep.
his entire gimmick. That was too much. I think that was too much. I guess kind of and Big Ticket asked this question in the chat. He says, "Do people boo Cody even know why they're booing him, or is it just trendy?" I think there's this perception of Cody Rhodes that he politics in the back, that he books himself in these main event feuds that go nowhere. Which, look, Cody Rhodes versus Lee Johnson, I believe it was. Or no, Anthony Ogogo. Cody Rhodes versus Anthony
Yeah,
Ogogo, not a
that could have
money
been
feud,
better.
Mike G. But Cody Rhodes versus Darby Allin, really good feud. Cody Rhodes versus
Yep.
Malachi Black, really good feud. People
Yep.
point to, I think, that one thing with Anthony Ogogo and the Nightmare Factory in general, which all of it was trash. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Yeah, it
but
was.
they point to that
Terrible.
one thing, and he's like, "Oh, Cody's like an egomaniacal maniac." I'm like, dude, we don't even know this guy. Like chill out. All right. So I mean, I think it was like that whole thing, and he has these grand entrances. They call him the Triple H of AEW, which is not true because he doesn't have final say over any booking decisions. That's all Tony Khan. Um, but I think it was just one of those things that happened because of that. Like there was a large segment of fans who kind of realized that, and then it became trendy. I think people just were like, it was kind of like it became. Well, I mean, I almost want to say kind of like it became trendy to boo John Cena, but there was also a valid reason why I think people were booing Cena because a lot of people were just sick of seeing Cena
Yeah,
on their TV screens in the main event,
he
winning,
got
winning,
real
winning.
stale after a while.
I think that was it. Like and it had very little to do with John Cena. It's similar to Roman Reigns. Like Roman
Yeah,
Reigns, people can make the argument was a trendy boo thing, but also we were trying to send a message that hey, this isn't working, you know. But I don't know. What do you think?
well, I agree with everything you said. Honestly, I believe same thing with Triple H, same thing with Roman Reigns, and same thing with Cena. Like Cena to me just got stale after a moment because like you were tired of seeing him in the championship, and Roman Reigns, I feel like they pushed him earlier than he should have been pushed, and I think could be part of why why people boo him. Um, then like with Cody, I think it might be a trendy thing. Like I mean, because like you said, like yeah, does he have some high profile matches? But he has good matches. He's money in the ring, and he puts people over. Like he definitely does. He definitely put Malachi Black over. Definitely put Darby Allin over. Brody Lee put over. Like it's certain people he just couldn't put over. Like Anthony Ogogo, he couldn't. It just couldn't. He's part of the reason why Eddie Kingston is put over so well. That match with him, Eddie Kingston was solid. It's just I think with wrestling fans, like sometimes, well, most times, wrestling fans like to be assholes. And like if they see something
Sometimes.
that they have seen too many times, well, it's time to start booing it. And that's kind of probably what they feel with Cody Rhodes. Does he really deserve him? Not really, but it's wrestling.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.